So that's part. The other part is we have to change the HIPAA laws to allow doctors at times to contact the families, what I call compassionate communication. You don't have to tell everybody everything all the time, but usually in communities, the doctors know the families. They could talk to them, says, we need to tell your daughter's being discharged, or this is the medication, this is their prescription, or can you tell us what the prescription is, or who's their treating doctor before? All those things are important. One other thing that has to change, too, the standard is the courts decide. No other place in medicine does courts decide your care.
Right.
Even if somebody is on the street at 2 in the morning, 80 years old, thinks she's going to school, we know it's Alzheimer's, the courts don't decide whether or not she's going to get care. They take care of them. But when it comes to mental illness, the person has to be in a state where at that moment they're threatening to hurt themselves or someone else. Other than that, even if they're not really competent at caring for themselves every day, if they can get their food out of a dumpster, they say, well, they found a way of getting food, or they can stay in the food line.
Hey, Tim, can you hang? Can you hang, Doc?
Sure.
It's important stuff, man, really important. It's also shocking, and it breaks my heart.
Well, a lot of people have been through this, and they know this frustration. They've lived this.
And we lived it live for 9 days, trying to get one bed for one kid. It's disgusting. From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic powered by Bowser and Genesis. Hey, Kath, what's up?
Hi, Marty. And the roads are in pretty good shape for us right now, except for the Parkway West. It's just still pretty busy from Green Tree. But we're good now on the Parkway East. Once again, over on Banksville Road. Earlier, we had an accident, and that was near Whitehead Street. That's been cleared, and traffic is moving very well. That occasional traffic light may get you by the time you get down toward the Parkway West. Inbound 51 looks good. No delays at all on 28 all the way to the north side. With AAA Traffic, I'm Kathy Berkman on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM at AM 1020 KDKA.
Did you know that now you can listen to all your favorite stations, including this one, shows, and even podcasts, all on the Odyssey app? Download it now.
Your bathroom is boring and basic too. It seems like there's nothing you can do. A better bath awaits. You'll feel brand new, relaxing in a world of peace at the Bath Authority.
Hey, folks, Marty Griffin for the Bath Authority. If you need a new shower or tub or it's outdated, call them right now, 412-249-1140. Love this company.
You're our priority at the Bath Authority.
Hey, folks, sitting here with my wife. Hi, honey. How are you?
I'm good.
What do you have around your neck?
A beautiful diamond.
The diamond. From where?
Diamonds Direct.
That's right. Now, I got it there because... well, there's several reasons. First of all, the value is insane. Their salespeople are the kindest, most knowledgeable sales folks I've ever met. Then there's the location. It's right there off of Midnight Road, right there at the mall. You'll see it. Diamonds Direct, big store on the right. Also, the value. They will make sure that you get the lowest price ever. So I got my daughter's 16th birthday diamond necklace, her first diamond necklace ever at Diamonds Direct. My wife is wearing a diamond I got for her for Christmas at Diamonds Direct. Hooked up by my girl Melanie at Diamonds Direct. And they're ready to help you. Remember, folks, where it is. Right there at the mall, right there at McKnight Road, diamondsdirect.com.
Hey everyone, Boomer Esiason here. The NFL Draft is behind us and your favorite team is now gearing up for week number 1. The free Odyssey app puts you right in the middle of the pro football conversation with the biggest sports radio stations from across the country. The local voices who know your team the best, giving you their unfiltered takes on the current state of your squad. It's always football season on the free Odyssey app. That's AUDACY. Download it today.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA. Covered by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Company.
It's not too late for a deep spring cleaning on your home. Give my friends at Zero Res a call, 412-701-1188. Schedule today and get 3 rooms of carpet clean for only $129. Take $100 off your air duct cleaning as well. Make sure to mention Chris Mack, ZeroResPGH.com.
It's what's happening
Reports indicate Hamas has agreed to a ceasefire
right now.
If Israel is forced to stand alone, Israel will stand alone.
Left lunatics. The state of hate has become a boiling point.
The judge has gagged me, and I'm not allowed to talk about, I guess,
is total conflict.
Keeping you informed.
We're seeing our courts weaponized
and up to date
for political purposes.
Check in often
with 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Paid for by government. Did you hear? A secret hoard of $10 gold Liberty coins from the late 1800s to early 1900s has been found. These gorgeous gold Liberty coins are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck, and less than 200 of these gold coins are available in any specific date. Coin experts are calling the secret U.S. gold coin discovery a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you can own a piece of the hoard. When you call, you are guaranteed a specific date gold Liberty struck at the iconic Philadelphia Mint. With limited availability, you must call now. These historic dated gold coins are still in uncirculated condition with brilliant luster. That's anywhere from 117 to 144 years of history you can hold in your hand. To learn more, call 1-800-574-6468. Call now and you'll receive a free bonus, a $50 value free with every order. Call 1-800-574-6468 now to secure your $10 gold Liberty coins before they sell out. That's 1-800-574-6468.
We're recording this Progressive commercial on a real boat to let people know that when you bundle your home, boat, and other vehicles...
What was that, Flo?
Progressive saves you money, Jamie.
Why are we doing this on a boat?
We were going for authenticity.
We're going to the city?
Authenticity.
You mean Atlantic City? But we're not in the Atlantic. Are we?
Bundle your home and other vehicles with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Okay, we've got an hour to clean both cars. Grab the buckets.
Cool.
I picked up some 303. Their aerospace protectant is awesome, so we're going to try some of their other stuff. Grab me that bottle of wash.
Whoa, that smells amazing.
Yeah, that citrus is nice. Okay, now hand me the hose.
Hey!
I don't see a bucket yet.
303 Car Care. Driven by quality. Available at most auto retailers and Amazon.
John Perry is one of my close friends. He's also one of the best attorneys in the country. Medical malpractice, catastrophic injury, Rosen and Perry. Look at the results, man. Look at the accolades. I've had family members go there. I've had friends go there because of their success. Serious about this. They are the professionals. Rosen and Perry. 412-281-4200. Rosen and Perry. Call them. Ask for John. 412-281-4200.
Hi, I'm Joe Potocznik from JP Roofing and Siding. I've been in the business for 42 years and have grown in the business by hard work and customer satisfaction. Trust your next roofing and siding project with JP Roofing and Siding. I am offering homeowners $500 off of your next roofing and siding project. We also offer a 10-year warranty on all labor. Please call us at 412-829-7711. For a free estimate, that's 412-829-7711. JP Roofing and Siding.
Here's your Jill on Money question of the day.
Leslie from Colorado asks, I'm 67 years old, retired, not married, but living with my partner who is also retired. My stepfather left me $50,000 in his will. We're living off Social Security and we both have pensions, so life is good. Should I put it all in a Roth IRA? Well, Leslie, no dice with that Roth IRA because you would have to have earned income to do that. If there's no immediate need for the money, how about opening a diversified brokerage account and just consider this a supplemental retirement nest egg?
Have a question? Go to JillOnMoney.com.
Brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Progressive can help you protect your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, ATV, and RV, and more. And if something wasn't mentioned that you had in mind, find out if it can be covered at Progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE, because it probably can.
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Come on, man. I drove home, took a shower, worked out, and came back, and we're still in break. I apologize for that. Man, irritates the hell out of me. You know what I get tired of? I get so tired of this crap I hear. Hey, ain't nothing changed since we closed. We need to reopen them mental hospitals. I am so tired of having the same conversation. Why in the hell? And Tim Murphy knows why this makes me so angry, because I've been talking to him about this for 20 years. No one gives a damn. Why haven't we made any substantial changes, doctor? since these mental hospitals closed nearly 30 years ago. Why, sir? Why?
I think it comes down to a couple of things. One is states look upon this as a big expense for them, but they don't really know how much it costs. It is an analysis I just did. That number of $1 trillion across the nation is an estimate. It's only an estimate because we don't have it. It was part of a study a couple of years ago. We noted that schizophrenia alone costs about $280 billion in this country. Depression, anxiety disorders, drug abuse is probably close to $300-400 billion a year. So my point is that we're paying for these on the back end.
It's really smart what he's saying.
Suicides cost $510 billion in this country. So what we pay at the end, we pay for funerals, we pay for people in prison, we pay for people who are basically, that's the cost of not caring. So states need to do an audit of this. If Allegheny County, to start with, did their own audit and say, we want to ask every community and every family, how much do you spend on mental illness? Nice. They would find that if they treated it instead of incarcerated those people, they save a lot of money. Number two, we need more providers. There is a shortage of providers who know how to deal with severe mental illness. A lot of counselors will go out there and talk to people about their anxiety or other issues too, but those involved with severe mental illness are very rare. In my bill originally, I said we should offer for psychiatrists, psychologists, nurse practitioners to write off their student loans. They did this. Some of that's done. We still have a shortage of 30 or 40,000 psychiatrists alone who deal with this. We have to fix the HIPAA laws. There's another count too, which is important, and that is the cost in lives. Since from 2000 to 2024, we've probably had 950,000 suicide deaths, 860,000 drug overdose deaths, acute and chronic illness. People die 10 to 20 years sooner. Homeless, somewhere between 15 and 40,000 deaths. Homicides related to mental illness. You have deaths in prisons and jails. States are not counting this. Maybe they don't.
Why in the hell isn't anyone fighting this war but you, sir? Honestly, why, man?
I don't know.
Huh?
I tried to get people to do it. I don't know if they understand the politics of this. I'm looking at doing another poll, and here's what we know. When people are polled in this, about 70 to 80% of people say they believe that mental health should be on par with physical health spending and care. Number two, especially in the suburbs, and look at this next election coming up. It's going to be decided in the suburbs. And suburban parents are very concerned about mental health. And in my polling, about 80 to 84% of people say this is important to them. So if people running for office, better understand, make that a key part of your platform. But don't just talk about it. When you get in office, do something about it. It is not taken care of. One final point I want to make on this. There's a big push now in Pennsylvania to legalize what they call recreational marijuana.
Yes, sir.
That leads to about a 20 to 30% increase in psychosis. It doesn't treat depression. It doesn't treat anxiety. You have a 200 or 300% increase in auto accidents. You have a big increase in emergency room visits, et cetera. It causes mental health problems. Big cannabis money says, oh, no, look, I can have all this tax revenue. Well, you take all the tax revenue that comes from this, because I don't think it can be stopped, but dedicate that towards mental health, and you won't have enough. So when the governor says, oh, we'll get $300 or $400 million a year that we'll be able to spend, you know how it's going to be spent. Yes, It'll be spent on pet projects. Put it towards mental health. You'll save a lot of life, save a lot of money, but you still won't have enough money.
Dr. Tim Murphy, this is amazing stuff, man. I'm going to book you on a regular basis because we're just scratching the surface. Thanks, my friend.
You bet.
It's amazing.
You bet. Thank you.
All right. It's also
really revealing. I mean, I did not know a lot of that.
Made me sad and afraid.
We need to get people out there advocating for this change.
But I also tell any parent out there, try to get a psychiatrist today for your kid. It's 3 to 6 months.
Right. He just said there's a shortage of 30 to 40,000 providers.
Try to get a psychiatrist for your kid.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for moms.
SchultzFord.com, 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 SchultzFord.com.
When my parents passed, we sat down with Julian Gray, who's now become a close friend, at GrayOuterlaw.com. I'm serious. He relieved so much pain for us, so much financial stress. Laid out for us my parents' estate. The taxes went to court for us. Represented our family like no one else has ever done. Now I send all my closest friends there all day long. Julian Gray is the best in the business. There is no comparison, folks. GrayOuterLaw.com, GrayOuterLaw.com. Voss TV and Appliance. I know how good they are. They've been in my house. We have several other appliances. They've been to Larry's house. He loves them. Look, if you're looking for a new appliance, a new television, why pick Voss? It's the only place you'll ever need. They're small enough to treat you like family and big enough to offer an array of quality TVs and appliance. Voss TV and Appliance, big brands, reliable delivery and service, and the lowest prices in town, guaranteed. Trust Voss. 412-650-VOSS, 412-650-VOSS.
All the news you need for your day and the sports, music, and podcasts you love are all on the free Odyssey app. Download now.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh, W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
It's 73 degrees and partly cloudy at Pittsburgh International at 11 o'clock. I'm Susie Cole. The Allegheny County Police have charged the man who pulled a gun on a pastor in a North Braddock church on Sunday with killing his cousin before he went to the church. News Radio KDKA's Paul Alexander has more.
Bernard Polite, who tried to shoot the pastor Sunday in a North Braddock church, has been charged with criminal homicide. The Allegheny County Police say Polite allegedly shot and killed his 56-year-old cousin Derek Polite around 10 o'clock Sunday morning in the residence they shared before he came to the church. County Police Superintendent Christopher Kern says they had plenty of evidence to charge Polite.
Yes, we got a ballistic match from evidence recovered at the scene and from the victim to the gun that he had in his hand during the incident at the church.
Polite is in the Allegheny County Jail awaiting his preliminary hearing. Bob Alexander, News Radio, KDKA.
There's a Pittsburgh connection to the Stormy Daniels testimony. News Radio KDKA's Tamara Rush tells us what it is.
Former Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger was mentioned during the Stormy Daniels testimony in New York on Tuesday. According to CBS News, after Daniels recalled her alleged sexual encounter with Trump in 2006, she testified that she saw Roethlisberger later that weekend at a nightclub where she was staying. This isn't the first time Daniels has spoken about the former Steelers quarterback. In Daniels' 2018 book, Full Disclosure, she stated she was terrified of him after Trump asked him to walk her to her room that night back in 2006. Daniels' testimony will resume on Thursday. Tamira Rush, News Radio, KDKA.
A big change in weather is in store for the Mother's Day weekend. For today, we're looking at summer-like highs again in the low 80s. And then according to AccuWeather meteorologist Joe Lumberg, there is a chance for more thunderstorm activity tomorrow for this big cold front. It's going to drop down the weekend temps.
Today is the last really warm day. We're going to be in the low 80s. Tomorrow we can get a thunderstorm, but it just doesn't look like there'll be anything severe in the neighborhood simply because it's going to be so much cooler, only in the low to mid 60s tomorrow. And that's about as warm as it'll be through Mother's Day weekend.
He tells the Big K Morning Show that temperatures will be in the upper 50s through the low 60s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And on to Wall Street, where the Dow is up 76 points at 38,961. The NASDAQ is up a point, and the S&P is up 3. And on to KDKA Sports, the Pittsburgh Pirates' win streak came to a halt last night as the Buccos fell 9-0 in Game 2 of the 3-game set against the Angels. That loss now puts the Pirates with a 17-20 overall record and third in the NL Central. The Pirates look to bounce back this afternoon with the series finale against the Angels coming up here in just a little bit at 12:35, and you can catch all the coverage pregame, the game, and post right here on News Radio KDKA. The news is brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. For your perfect new roof and a lifetime warranty, trust PJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time, 11:02. Time to call Metropolitan Windows during their 46th anniversary sale. Save 30% off their full line of exclusive Infinity from Marvin Fiberglass Windows. Call 412-655-8411. It's partly cloudy and 73 in Pittsburgh right now. KDKA AAA traffic in the AccuWeather forecast are next.
This is a consumer alert to all U.S. taxpayers who owe the IRS back taxes or have unfiled tax returns. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, you can now take advantage of active programs that provide relief to struggling taxpayers and may reduce or eliminate what you owe if you qualify. Even if you are facing liens, levies, audits, wage garnishment, or already in a payment plan, call the Easy Tax Relief Helpline now to check what savings you may qualify for at 800-544-1527. You may qualify to reduce up to 99% of what you owe or for other special programs. Once qualified and enrolled, you can rest assured ensure that your assets are protected and all collection efforts will be stopped. Billions of dollars in savings are available through these relief programs for struggling taxpayers, but you must call to see if you qualify. To see what savings you qualify for, call 800-544-1527. 800-544-1527. That's 800-544-1527.
A house is 80 years old, maybe 90. Has a couple bathrooms. We had a plumber in there fixing one of the bathrooms. He said the fixtures were 30 years old. It's old. It needs updated. We got the Bath Authority coming out. Look, here's why I love them. It's modern. Everything they make is durable. Everything they make is custom. Everything they make is low maintenance. Walk-in tubs, great. Replacement showers, great. Tub-to-shower conversions, great. This is the best chance for you to get a new bath, the Bath Authority. 412-249-1140. 412-249-1140. Get $1,500 off a new shower or bath and 36 months of interest-free financing. Bath Authority, 412-249-1140. Hey, folks, Marty Griffin. I love this company, MediConnect. You know why? Medicare is complicated. How and when do I sign up? How do I avoid penalties? What's it cost? MediConnect is the largest healthcare advisory firm in Western PA, and they get it. Don't make a mistake that could cost you in the future. MediConnect is the real deal. Service, advice doesn't cost you a penny. Let them help select the best Medicare option. Check them out. 888-818-6334. MediConnect. From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic powered by Bowser and Genesis. Love the Genesis traveling right now. Hey, Kath, what's up?
Hey, Marty, not much traffic out there on the roadways. It's just that Parkway West that continues to be pretty slow from Green Tree to the Fort Pitt tunnels. We do have some crews doing some work now on the westbound side of Interstate 70, and this is as you make your way between Bentleyville and Dunningsville. So just watch for some slow traffic here and there. At times I see it backing up, but right now it looks like it's moving pretty well through there. 51 is clear, so 65, Route 28, no delays down toward the north side. With AAA Traffic, I'm Kathy Berggren on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM at AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
This afternoon will be breezy and warm with a fair amount of sunshine at a high of 82. Increasing clouds tonight, maybe a shower or thunderstorm late, though 57. Cloudy and much cooler tomorrow with some showers and a thunderstorm or two, high just 63. For AccuWeather, I'm Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Lachina Drapery and Blind Factory, Pittsburgh's custom window treatment leader for over 60 years. Free shop and home service, huge selection of blinds and drapery fabrics, factory direct prices. Call 412-665-4900 or visit lachinadrapery.com.
Pittsburgh's 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
I'm digging the new city controller. I'll tell you why. There seems to be a randomness to the way this mayor's office runs its business. There's stuff bouncing all over like a ping pong ball. There's also a precise nature to what the new city controller is doing, Rachel Heisler. And I love this because all of us need to be held accountable. And her office sent out this news release about a roofer in the city. And the implication and the inference wasn't that it's a bad roofer. In my world, the implication and the inference is that the city needs to pay attention to its business and how it's spending its money. And that's what I like about this and the approach of the city controller. Good morning, Rachel. How are you?
Hey, Marty. I'm well. How are you?
Am I accurate in my characterization of what you're trying to do here?
Well, yeah. So the city, in full disclosure, the city's been piggybacking off of these other contracts, which is how we became, how Garland became a vendor of the city. We've been piggybacking for 30 years on contracts that other governments have entered into, and we have adopted those terms and piggybacked off of them. So this isn't anything new. This particular agreement with with Garland. The roofing contractor was created in 2019 and executed in February of 2020. It expires this October, which was the timing that we were looking for as City Council was debating what to do. We thought that this would be a really helpful report to inform the process of City Council.
No, Rachel, I think it's wonderful because I think what you're saying here is this has to change across the board, right? We have to watch how we're spending our money.
Yeah, the city needs to, with these contracts in particular, Omnia and CoStars, which won't mean much to any listener, but those are the two big ones the city uses. And, you know, what it basically does is it allows the city to go to, think of it in your own, if you're going to go to the grocery store closest to your house, that might not be the cheapest, but it's the easiest. And we need to make sure as a city and as a municipal government that we're doing what's best for taxpayers. And, you know, we probably could have saved a few $1 million over the last 5 years if we had elected to either bid these out on bid these roofs out on a individual roof by individual roof basis, or had looked for maybe a local vendor and gone through the traditional, while protracted, procurement process for roofing.
Rachel Heisler, the city controller, this is why I love what you're saying. This is what makes sense to me. This is called pragmatic politics and spending. So what she did was she drilled down on this particular roofer, not suggesting they're bad guys or bad roofers, but you showed that the spending on this contractor and their pricing was higher than most roofers, and that we can save money if we change this game plan. Is that fair?
Yes. So we compared the pricing increases that the contractor had provided with the producer pricing index and found that the average increase for all items was 40%, which was far higher than the national average.
Right. And you think, and I don't want to speak for you, so by drilling down on this contract, do you think you could go across the board, say we got to do this in a different way, and at the end of the day save millions of dollars? Is that fair?
Absolutely, yes. We absolutely would have saved money had we elected to pursue a different route with our roofing for the last 5 years.
And it's not some malicious thing, I don't think. Is it laziness? Is it lack of creativity? Is they don't want to do the work? You just sign up with the old vendor? What is it in your mind?
I think that, you know, using these piggyback contracts is easier and it's less time intensive on the procurement staff. Like this agreement started with the previous administration and has just been continued. And there's an opportunity to go out this fall and shop for a new vendor, going through the traditional procurement practices that the city has instead of relying upon this piggyback contract, which is what I hope that the administration opts to do.
You say that. Do they pay attention to what you're doing here? Do they kind of catch on to this and say, oh, wow, there's a better way? Or don't you know?
I think time will tell. You know, I'm looking forward to a productive relationship with the mayor and the city council. And, you know, I think this is the first type of report that we've done. This isn't an audit. It's a report. We evaluated spending with the PPI just to see where this vendor in particular had come down. And, you know, I'm hopeful that they'll use this to set the stage for negotiations with a new or same roofing vendor this fall.
I was thinking of you this morning as I'm driving in the city through all these obnoxious potholes, because you said something the other day that is going to irritate the hell out of people. You actually said the way the finances are looking, there's a pretty good chance that a lot of streets in Pittsburgh won't be paved until 27. Is that fair? 2027?
Yeah, so our paving budget, because the city finances for the next couple of years, is going to shrink considerably, and we'll be spending about 75% less than we had been on paving in 25 and 26.
75% less, Rachel?
Yes.
That's a disaster for Pittsburghers.
I think, you know, I think that is the circumstance that we're in, and we need to make smart choices to make sure that isn't reduced any further.
Wow, so it could get reduced further.
We need to do everything we can to make sure it isn't. Yeah.
So Rachel, there are already 100 miles of road that need paved, and so there's really no chance for the folks that have big ruts in their streets. There's a pretty good chance that's not going to get repaired until 2028. Is that fair?
I think 2027 is when we see that the paving budget start to rebound. So I think that, you know, city residents need to communicate with their members of council and have them prioritize. And if there's money that can be moved around, I mean, paving is city investment that residents see, right? And sometimes those investments aren't visible, but paving is one of those things that is highly, highly visible. And while it's a pain in the neck when your street's being repaved for a week or two, sometimes three, depending on weather, it's something that really impacts city residents. And I think it's absolutely should be a priority. And if we can accelerate that rebound to normal spending levels, I think the city should.
I appreciate you shining a light on it. I had no idea until I heard you say it, and that's going to irritate people more than anything else. I appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate your attitude and how aggressive and assertive you are and honest. It's a breath of fresh air. Thank you.
Thanks, Marty.
All right. Patrick, come on, man. That, my man, is brutal.
Oh, that's painful.
Brutal.
You think the roads are bad now?
That's what I'm saying.
What's going to happen over 2 years? I mean, wow.
So she said it could get worse than 75% not getting paved.
Yeah. Because if they're just trying to catch up on the holes that are there now.
Right.
So we're still going to have new ones that develop over 2 years. So they're going deeper in the hole.
This is unbelievable to me. This is unbelievable that we live in a town that has the crappiest potholes on earth. It is a joke. And in all likelihood, those streets won't get paved probably 2028. 28, folks.
Oh.
Hold on. Wow. Wow. That's reality. Wow. On the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA traffic powered by Bowser and Genesis. Hey, Kath, what's up?
Hi, Marty, and we just have that traffic on the Parkway West inbound, really not thinning out at all. Still back into the top of Green Tree Hill, but a lot of crews are doing some roving maintenance work today. We have one spot over on the westbound side of Route 22, and it starts right around the Babington interchange all the way over to the state line. So just watch for a lane restriction there. Also, we have the maintenance work going on 65, and they're on the northbound side between the ramp from the Parkway North and the Fort Duquesne Bridge all the way out toward Cross Street. With AAA Traffic, I'm Kathy Berkman on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM at AM 1020 KDKA.
Did you know that now you can listen to all your favorite stations, including this one, shows, and even podcasts, all on the Odyssey app? Download it now.
This portion of the show is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Visit them at awaken180weightloss.com.
It's Marty. We've talked about cancer. We've talked about how it throws off your balance. I'm at Physical in Monroeville. Physical, folks. Dr. Jess Nolan is amazing at the office in Monroeville. They put you in a harness. They teach you how to walk again. I feel stronger. I feel as if I'm getting my balance back. Physical in Monroeville. 412-457-8200. 412-457-8200. Man, I was so sick recently. I was lying in the hospital bed at UPMC Presby and then Montefiore, thinking, here we go again with this serious illness. I haven't felt that bad in years and thought, I'm so tired of this. And then the UPMC folks stepped in. And the kindness and the consideration and the expertise. I'm serious about this. Literally has me back on my feet, feeling 100% again. UPMC, life-changing, life-saving information.
The biggest reason Metropolitan Window Company has been in business since 1978 is our huge list of satisfied customers.
John and Maggie Schmutzer here from Metropolitan Window Company, Pittsburgh's locally owned and family-operated window company for over 46 years. When you choose Metropolitan Window Company, you're getting the expertise and attention to detail that has made our company a customer favorite for decades.
You're also getting our exclusive Infinity from Marvin 100% fiberglass windows. They're the strongest, longest-lasting, best insulating windows you can buy. They're way better than vinyl.
Now, during our 46th anniversary sale, save 30% and get 18-month no-interest financing on every window and door product we offer.
Stop by one of our showrooms. Visit us at metropolitanwindows.com or give us a call at 412-655-8411.
PA 1565.
So, hey, it's Marty. You know, we're getting there. It's spring right here. It's going to get real windy. A lot of trees leaning over toward your house, leaning over in the yard. Tree branches in a precarious position. Here's what you got to do. You got to call my boy, Carlos, Greater Pitt Tree Service. Insane pricing, the best training, the best equipment. I've used Carlos at my house several times, and my neighbors. Greater Pitt Tree Service, 412-884-TREE. 412-884-TREE.
Traffic brought to you by Express Employment Professionals. If you're ready for a new job, let Express Employment Professionals help you. Express is your one connection for summer job in a variety of industries. Job seekers never pay a fee at Express. Go to expresspros.com to find your location. That's expresspros.com.
It's been 2 years since I bought Nest Expressions Window Fashions in Wexford. Nest Expressions specializes in Hunter Douglas blinds. Call today to chat. 724-933-5500.
So, Oakmont Bakery is bringing back the Dosant. Larry, you know what that is? It's made daily, April 4th through May 30th. The Dosant combines the shape of a creamy interior of a donut, and the creamy exterior of flaky layers of a croissant. See? It's available in plain, vanilla, cream, and fresh strawberry. Let me say this. I've had it, and I love it. You know why? Because it's delicious. Oakmont Bakery. Check it out. UPMC, life-saving, life-changing information. Amazing.
The voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Oh, man. Well, I don't think people know this. We're not going to have streets paved for 3 years at least, maybe 4. There you go. That's a plan. Oh, my gosh. One of the things that really grates on people, potholes. One of the things that could really get you elected or kicked out of office, potholes. One of the things about this town that really sucks, potholes. Well, we lived this live with Tim Shuley, my boy from Shuley's Pizza. I was driving on, was it Forbes Avenue? Fifth Avenue at Haskell or Henkel or whatever the hell it's called. And there's this massive pothole because my daughter was at school at Pitt. And it's right across the street from Shuley's Pizza. And it was a bus-eating pothole. And the city decided a way to fix it was to put cones in it.
One cone.
One cone. Because I saw that too. So then I asked Tim Shuley to take some pictures for me, and he did. And then we shot a video. Then we did a couple segments. And then the public works guys paid attention. They actually kicked butt. But they didn't pave it. They just put filler in it, man. Temporary. At the end of the day, it's a horrible way to run a city. And I can't wrap my arms around how they rationalize this idiotic behavior. I really can't. There is no way, if I'm mayor of this town, God forbid, that I would allow a budget to include no paving of streets in this town of all places until at least 2027. And if you listen to the city controller, and thank God we have her, and thank God she likes to tell the truth, it could go beyond that. And the budget's already on paper cut by 75 to 80%. Anyone out there tell me that's acceptable to you? Anybody find that to be acceptable to you? I find it irresponsible, ignorant, absolutely ridiculous thought processes. If a guy has a business and the guy decides, you know what, I'm going to let the toilets stay broken. No one uses toilets. And so when you go to the restaurant and you go in the bathroom, no, you can't use the toilet. You got to go outside. It would be similar to that. It's just so friggin' stupid to not have any money to pave streets in Pittsburgh until 2027, maybe 2028. Who is the small-brained idiot who thought that would fly in this town? If you can't pave streets, if you can't fix potholes in this town. Well, Patrick, we've lived there. Well, I haven't been here most of my life, and Patrick's been here at least 20 years. Project 3 years from now, we're going to have car-sized potholes.
Craters.
Craters everywhere.
The rest of Pittsburgh's going to look like the area around Century 3.
Right.
If you've driven through there.
That road that cuts through Century 3 Mall, that sucks. It's like Beirut.
Oh, my God. I have seen nothing worse than that in a very long time. Not since I lived in New Orleans, which has the worst streets on the planet.
And we're going to end up with that.
We're going to be that.
We're going to be that. God save the king, queen, and the potholes. Go ahead, Jim.
I'll tell you, I remember the potholes by Century 3. It's going to get worse. It's because they know they'll win re-election. My cousin used to work for the county, and he said it's coming where they're going to merge. He worked with a controller, actually. I was just talking to him the other day. He lives in Mount Lebanon.
No, man, they're not even discussing that. No, it's not happening. Merging means squat to this. Some people call just to call because they want to hear their own voice on the radio because they call with BS, and I call BS, and that's BS. It's not happening. Don't waste my time. My friend Bob Garvin, 50 years in law enforcement, knows this stuff. He is right. So in case you're paying attention, the police department has already blown past nearly half of its overtime budget. So let me do the math here. January, February, March, April. Oops. So they've blown through almost half their overtime budget, and they're not 5 months into the year yet. So, take out paving budget. Take out police budget. Then what do you have? It's mayhem. Total mayhem. Amateur hour. Joe, go ahead. What's up, Joe? You're the man.
All right. I thought the first thing would have been out of that fellow's mouth or somebody calling like me, because I have a pet peeve about car inspections. But since Pennsylvania is one of the few states that have a car inspection, well, there again, go get your car inspected.
Okay. What the hell does that have to do with potholes? Sir, put the bong down. Put the bong down, sir. Thank you for that tip, though, sir. You and AAA. Alan, go ahead.
Okay, I'm 75 years old. I've lived here my whole life.
You look good, man. You look good, brother.
It seems to me when I was a child, the streets were black. The asphalt was black and it was smoother. And we didn't have as many potholes. It seems to me they could come up with some formula to make asphalt or pavement that would last for 10 years.
It seems to me they should come up with the money to actually do the job they're supposed to do. There is no miracle paving. There is no miracle solution to this. It's called money, honey. It's called managing your damn budget. So for purposes of review, we've already blown through half of the police overtime budget. Oops. And we have no budget to fix potholes or pave streets until 2027 and maybe 2028. Oops. Folks, do the math. And you tell me this is a place where you'd love to live. It's got to change soon.
What will you do when your home loses power? Stop waiting for the utility company to restore power. Prevent unpredictable outages with a standby Honeywell home generator by Generac from AirPro Heating and Cooling. Control your home's power and protect your family from power disruptions, unsafe situations,